Hello, and welcome to Dredge. This video is going out to Gabe and Henry, so if you're not Gabe and Henry, you do not have to watch this video. But if you are Gabe and Henry, please enjoy. If you're not Gabe and Henry and you're still watching, also please enjoy. I'll have you know, as you can see at the top here, I'm on day 72, so this is not a fresh start to this game. I just wanted to show my friends how it works. So, let's go through. I'm in Greater Marrow right now. This is the town we start out in. I can see in my ship, my storage locker, everything I've gotten here. The ship starts out way smaller than this. This game's pretty cool. By the way, if you don't know, this game is a fishing simulator type game, except it takes place in like a little Lovecraftian-esque world where there's something not quite so right about the fish that we're catching here. So you can see my cargo. I've got a bunch of upgrades. Like, this is not the ship that you start with. I've got a nice floodlight for lights at nighttime. I've got a versatile fishing rod, which all the different fish are different like categories of fish, and only certain mechanisms can catch certain categories. I've got a net, a trawl net, which I can lay out behind my boat to passively catch fish as I'm sailing around. I've got some crab pots, and I've got some engines here. I can also see, I can check my trawl net. It needs to be fixed every 2 days. I can check the cabin. We've got the pursuits board. This is everything when I talk to a little character in this world and they ask me to do something. It goes here. Which this is really making me feel like I'm nearing the end of the game. You know, because look at it. It's almost full up. So a bunch of these are already checked off. They're colored in. They are still active. We've also got the map. So this is the map of the whole world. A lot of empty space, which is kind of scary. I imagine that gets filled in with DLC as well. But there's the Marrow, the Twisted Strand, the Devil's Spine, the Gale Cliffs, the Stellar Basin. All these little icons are stuff I've put on the map, so you can indicate that. And these crabs are where my crab pots currently are. So it shows you different towns and things. And then X, where you've got some indicators, some NPCs, and mark that on your map. You've got messages, which I'm finding messages in a bottle throughout the game. It's telling me the story of this married couple. It's very interesting. 8 out of 10 of these. And I've got 1 out of 2 notes. Not sure what it means, but we're figuring it out. And finally, we've got the encyclopedia. You can see on the left all the different types of fish, categories of fish, coastal, shallow, oceanic, wherever. And then on the right, the locations you can find them in, which is pretty cool. And then each fish entry will tell you a little bit about it, how many you've caught, where you can find it, how much you'll sell it for, the biggest one you've ever caught, do you catch it during day or night, do you catch it with a fishing rod, a trawl net, or crab pot, and the aberrations. Aberrations are a corrupted version of these fish. So let me show you some aberrations. Look at that. Like, we got the brood squid, aberration of this thing at the bottom. This is a normal cod, and then we've got a 3-headed cod as an aberration. So they're just kind of twisted, corrupt versions. And finally, I think my favorite feature about this game is the bookshelf. Every now and then, a character will give you a book to read, and you select it as an active book. And then just when you're sailing around, and time passes, your character passively reads this book. And when the book is done, you get an upgrade, a passive upgrade, like resilience to panic, or engines 5% more movement speed, rods with real fishing 10% more efficiently. You get that passive upgrade because of the knowledge your characters gain. Really, really cool. So, what do I want to do? Let's go to the pursuits board. Catch all these. What did I want to be doing? I don't remember. Check the map. I think I did this. Let's see. These are explosives. So one cool thing about the game is that the clock at the top, time only passes when you're doing something. So time won't pass until I start sailing. This is what I was saying to you guys in person about, look, I've got a fast ship. This feels really fast. I just got from one tiny area to the other thing on the other side of the harbor. But in-game, this took an hour on a fast ship. So it's got a good job of making the map feel bigger, time-wise. So every place has, like, different places you can go, and then different people you can speak to. So right now, I'm just gonna see, oopsies, if I blew up the thing I thought I blew up. So you can see my trawl net behind me. I've got a bunch of abilities that I slowly unlocked through the course of the game, but I can show you, like, the trawl net. I can reel it back up. I can put it back down. Pretty cool. Turn my lights on and off. Yeah, this was the area where I blew something up. I've successfully done that. I can use my foghorn. Pretty fun. I can use a telescope, my spyglass. And it'll identify things in the distance for me. My crab pot. Toss a crab pot out there. Trawl net, bait. I can throw bait overboard. And then these are special abilities that I've gained from the dark arts, which cost me to use. And then finally, coolest thing, a camera. Whoa. Bug out for a second. I can just go around and take a photo. Boom. Goes into my Steam screenshots. So we'll dock here. Now, I go to the fishmonger. I caught a fish, and I can sell it. 12 bucks. Great. Great for a fish. Alright, I don't want this in my space anymore. So, what am I gonna do? Get rid of that. I forget what this is, so let's go check it out. The music is nice as well. So I can't see those indicators on my map out in the real world unless I go into my spyglass, and then I can see the indicators. So this is the thing I had on my map, right that way. Which I think is a really neat feature. There we go, I just caught a fish. Was this it? It was here. Why did I mark this? Oh, this guy. This guy. Fulfill hunger. He wants... He actually... Do I have one of those? No. That's a fish I just sold, actually. Let's do this. Let's get him some of the fish he wants. So he's looking for... I can show you in the encyclopedia. We're in the Marrows. He's looking for that, the blue mackerel. You start to really recognize the fish shapes as you play the game. So I can go again to my spyglass. It's a little tilted because we're on a wave. Look around. Oh. Blue mackerel. Right there. Let's go get it. And you can see also up in the top, as the clock progresses, that little dial turns. We're going to slowly approach night. Now here we go. This is the main mechanic of the game. The other thing that progresses time. You progress time by sailing or by fishing. And you fish by see on the left, I am fishing. But if I do the minigame right, bow, bow, my fish come up faster, which passes less time. And I place them in my boat. But if I mess the thing up, it takes more time. You can see the thing on the left, it goes down, it resets. Boom. Ow. So, in my boat, you can see my fishing speed's 162% because I have these two fishing rods. One provides 94% fishing speed, and one provides 6%. That's 100. What provides the other 62? I don't know. Actually, I'm really not sure. Weird. Or maybe it's plus 94 plus... I don't know. So anyways, the stock you can see now has been depleted. I fished all the fish in this area. And also, it's night now. This is also really cool. Right at the main town, there's a big lighthouse. And they've cleverly designed this map so that no matter where you are on the whole map, if you look around a little bit, you'll always be able to see that lighthouse way in the distance. And the amount of times I've not pulled out my map, but I've just looked for the lighthouse to turn to sail to it is really, really fun. Typically, I would now go back and go to sleep because it's not too safe to be out here at night. But because I'm recording a little video for you guys, let's just stay out here. So, this is why my lights are important. The lights I have are 2100 lumens, range of 30 meters. You start off with a very small light. Do you think this is not providing a lot of light? I had nothing before. Look at that. And the way they do darkness, the way things come into vision is really cool. Let's try to show you. Sailing, sailing, sailing. No, it's not showing it yet. Okay, now look up at the clock. There's an eye moving around. The longer you're out at night, or you're around things that aren't quite so right in the world, your panic starts to grow. Like that, this thing, that just made my panic grow. How do you know how high your panic is? You look at the eye up above you. How much is it skittering around? My eye's really panicked. I'm gonna give him this. They stuffed into the mouth. More is still empty. They want another fish. But also I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna use one of my bad abilities. Haste to speed me up. Now if that meter at the bottom fills up, I will I'll start a fire in my boat. Yikes. This ability also causes more panic within me. So you can see I'm really panicking right now. I'm staying near a harbor, so things won't be too bad. But if you start to panic too much, some weird stuff starts to happen. Look at that in the distance. Was that there before? I don't think so. Oh! Luckily, doing this slows stuff down. Also, just what appeared, it's harder to see rocks now. I don't think this is real. Oh, the hull's damaged. It is real. Is it real? No, it's not real. It's a mirage. See? Oh, I'm starting to panic now. All right, let's get home. We should get home soon. Ooh, I've actually never... I've never been this panicked before. Oh! Hull damaged. Versatile rod damaged. Whew. So now you see why it is important to not stay out late at night. So even though it's 5 in the morning, I've damaged, so when you get ship damage, it applies in a random place on your boat. And if there's something in that place, that thing gets damaged. So this slot got damaged, but that's taken this whole rod out of commission. Meaning I can't catch those fish types anymore, and my fishing speed's way down. If I had any fish in these spots, I would lose those fish too. But we made it today. So that's an example, and you can see chromatic aberration everywhere. As an example of what happens if you let your panic get a little too intense. Which I'd actually never let it get that bad before. Like, look at that. That's not good. The mayor appears in front of you. His face swims before your eyes, and his words blur with the waves crashing around you. Are okay? If sea fog shapes rest, careful nightmares. You stumble past them into town. I'm not doing well, but we're gonna go to the shipwright first. She can repair my ship. $129. Everything's good. And I'm gonna sleep the night and day away. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been out late before. I've even been out a whole night before, but I was intentionally going into the little panic things. I'd never done that before. That got bad. That big thing that jumped out of the water. Whoo-wee! That was not a good situation to be in. Oh, it tells me what one he wants, but I like figure it out on my own. Tiger mackerel. That's the shape. So haste, imbue your engines with otherworldly speed, beware of overheating. Atrophy, reap the course of any fish in your sights, long range. I can automatically decimate any little area of fish, get all of them. However, it's gonna take it out for the whole game. Banish, can dispel most evils for a time, get rid of some crazy big bads. Manifest, teleport yourself back home. These all come at a big cost. So, we try to refrain from using them too much. Tiger mackerel. Blue mackerel. Stingray. Cod. Blue mackerel. Blue mackerel. Wait, what did we... Tiger mackerel. Oh, is that the Gale Cliffs? Which is the way I'm facing. Let's sail that way. That was scary. I genuinely didn't like that. And you saw the mirage. Like, that big thing in the distance, that wasn't right. That was not there. Oh, you see this little here? This little spooky thing? This is okay, actually. I don't have the equipment to fish oceanic fish right now. You see my catchable fish types in the top right. But if you see this little blue wavy thing, it means the place you are is gonna more likely to catch an aberration. We got a little shipwreck here? What do we got? The world is dotted with little things. Rotten mast lays down on this island, half hidden by the foliage. At its base, an old boat is cracked in two. Look inside. Loot! Oh, huge. Okay, you can see this. This is rot. I had 2 fish in my cargo. But because I slept through a whole day and night, they rotted. Get rid of that. So you're searching the world and you're getting materials and fish. Research part is huge. You'll see why. Great, you go. So this feels like a pretty small trip that we're making to one of like the other 4 main areas of the game. But we started sailing at 6 in the morning. It's been half a day. It's been 5 hours. This is why they call this place the Gale Cliffs. I love the music in this one. But also, this is with a fast ship. I have some souped up engines. I'm going at... My boat speed is 75 knots. We'll figure out what it used to be. Tiger mackerel. So you can see this is kind of the same game, but it's shaped differently. Whoa! Flayed mackerel. New type of aberration. Rended flesh with muscle and bone exposed. This gory mess of a fish can't have lived like this for long. So all of these mini games are very basic fishing style mini games like this, where of hitting the thing at the right time. Okay, you see that yellow one? Boom. Trophy caught. It means it's a big fish. That's going to be worth more to sell. It's yellow. Normal things are this rusty color. Yellow is a trophy, and pink is aberration. So different types of fish have different fishing mini games, which I think is cool. Keeps it a little more entertaining. Now, I don't need all these. I only need one for the guy. But I'm going to sell them. Right here. Actually, let me pick up a crab pot while I'm at it. Needs repair, pick up. Stuff doesn't go bad in the crab pots, which is huge. So there's the shipwright in the main town, but then there's the traveling merchant most other places. So I can go to the fish market. So, typically I hold X to sell all, but I want to keep one of these tiger mackerel for that creepy guy, so I'm just going to go through them one by one. Okay, let's look at my storage. Down here. This is the one and only engine I started with. Peculiar engine. 14.7 knots, and that 0.7 is an upgrade I got later, so it was 14 knots. So we're currently sailing at 75 knots. You start the game at 14. So 14, but let's like round it to 15. 30, 4 times, 5 times. I'm over 5 times as fast as I was. So this whole journey that took me half a day, it's a journey if you want to do it early on. I'm going to put this stuff in storage. Like, you have to spend a certain time in the areas, or else it's just way too dangerous. Which I like. It's really cool. So I'm just picking up the crab pots now. Because they need repair, and my friend here can fix them for me. So I've sold all the fish. Oopsies. Nope, not here. I go to the shipyard. And she can repair my crab pots. I've got, you know, the fishing crab pot, large crab pot, and then mouth of the deep, a formidable cage with a vast gaping maw, sure to swallow up anything unlucky enough to stumble into it. Which is a thing I got by doing something I'm not too proud of. But this is where I can buy new rods, new engines, new trawl nets, new types of lights, and miscellaneous things. However, James, why don't you just buy the next big type of light? Look at it. It takes up 3 spaces, like this. On my boat, you might see icons like this little light icon. Only certain spaces are allowed to be used by certain things. My current boat has only 3 light spaces on it, and these 3. So I can't get this big light onto my boat. Look, it highlights the spaces actually. Those are my engine spaces. These are all the spaces a rod can go. These are all the spaces a net can go. How do you upgrade the boat? Well, we go to the floating dock. Upgrade tree. This is how you upgrade. You do like all tinier upgrades and then you upgrade the whole boat. Tinier upgrades, you upgrade the whole boat. So I'm working on a new hull. New hull requires materials and a cost. So you see I've put a bunch of materials in here. I've not got any new materials that would fit, and it's also going to cost 1,500. It'll add 15 new cargo spaces though. But also, James, how did all these rods and engines and trawl nets and lights, where'd they all come from? Surely they weren't all in the shop when you started. No. Research. Those research parts that we got. The thing from the shipwreck that I said was very good. The research part. We go to research. Each of these costs research parts. So I've been slowly unlocking them. You can see down here, this costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see right underneath research parts. So I've been unlocking new rods, new engines, new pots, new nets. So I got 2 research parts right now. And you see when it's unlocked, it says for sale on the box. So I'm able to go buy it. I don't need that. Engines. Don't need those right now. Pots. Don't need. What I'm looking for is this guy. Yeah. So we've just unlocked something new. And also, wait, research. Because I got one more to spend. What do I want to spend it on? I'm not sure, honestly. I think I want to try to unlock this last trawl net. I'm going to input one there. Now, back to the shipyard. My current trawl net catches coastal fish. So, these fishing rods, I can fish at places that have all these types of fish. The trawl net's only passively going to catch coastal fish. This one I just researched is an upgrade in many senses because my trawl net lasts for 2 days, yields around 10 fish per day, and if the capacity is 5x6, catches coastal. This one lasts for 2 days, yields around 12 per day, capacity is 6x6, so more fish per day, bigger capacity, and catches volcanic and coastal. So it catches 2 different types of fish. So I'm going to buy it for $315, just like all my money, and I'm going to install it. It cost me 4 hours to install it, so it's 6 p.m. right now. Hold this. There we go. And I'm honestly going to sell this other trawl net because it's just a downgrade. I don't need it anymore. Nice. Now, I don't want this tiger mackerel to rot. So, I'll sleep tonight. I'll do it. Sell everything from my net. Rest until morning. Let's see if the tiger mackerel rotted. Hopefully not. It didn't. It's stale. You can see the condition is stale. But honestly, can I catch another one right here? Because that'd make this a lot easier. No. Alright, we're gonna try to make it back in time. Oof! Sorry. You can try to sail while using the thing, and it is not easy. Is it red now? No, I want to see if it was red. Look at my little boat. I've got an Ouroboros flag on it because I found that out in the world, and then I paid a guy to attach it to my boat. Also, you'll note my boat is blue, which is not the normal color for the boat. It's usually red. I found another fish that a guy could make a blue paint out of. So I made it blue because it matched my Ouroboros flag. Tiger mackerel. Plates. Again, they rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart. It's consumed as quickly as the first. Almost fulfilled. They point to a fish on the final scroll. This one is a snake mackerel. Snake mackerel? Have I ever seen a snake mackerel? That name doesn't ring a bell. Snake mackerel. Ugh. It's caught at the devil's spine. Which, luckily, is where I was going to go when I was done with this. So, the main reason we bought this new net is because it can catch volcanic. Well, let me show you guys the devil's spine. I've only spent the briefest amount of time here. It seems to me the most dangerous area so far. So I stumbled there by accident one time and I turned around. Oh. Snake mackerel. New type of fishing game, as you can see. Boom. I have to get the timing of it right. And you see, this fish, different shape than the other fish. It's 3 instead of 2. So you got to manage your fish. Okay, so this one, I'm going to be slow so I can catch that trophy. Stock is depleted. Alright, we'll come right back to Devil's Spine, I promise. I want to finish this quest. It's getting late. I'll be alright. Always am. What's also nice is I'm not currently using the trawl net ability, but this it tells you the meters deep you're at and how many fish there are in this area, but I don't need to have that on to be using it. The net is still behind me, still trawling. Alright, we're going to try to take it easier than we did the other night. Get a good look at this guy. He could just be listening to sad music on the beach. We don't know. And I'm not giving you my trophy, because I'm selling that. The fish has barely left your hands before splintered nails begin peeling at its scales. I've never seen lightning before. Did you see that in the background? That's not good. The heart is extracted and devoured. Their head tilts upward to you. They take a book from inside their robe and hand it over. Hunger sick. Now I wait. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. This is what I was talking about earlier. We got a new book. Haggling and Bartering, a guide. Haven't read this yet, but I can select it. And now, I'm reading it. All right, and we turn our thing to haste, just in case. Okay, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. And I'm not gonna let that get to me. Also, you see that in the distance, that other boat? Hey, guess what it isn't? It is not another boat. Let me signal to it. I gotta show you this one because it's cool. All right. Can I do it? Camera X. Can we see what's behind me? Oh, just barely. It's not a boat, boys. It's an anglerfish. It's an anglerfish with a light on its head, and in the panic of night, that light appears like another vessel. There it is! Look at it! Yes! Oh, juked it! Okay. Take a moment to compose myself. Look at that. Oh my god. When that happened to me the first time, creepiest thing in the world. Okay. Hard right. Haste. X. Oh, fuck. Teleport yourself back to where it all began. Time to sleep. I've never done that before. I've never used that ability. I don't put myself in these situations, but I want to show you what happens. Oh, we're resting. Man. Oh, it's on a cooldown. Yeah. Here, wait. Let me introduce you to the guy that's given me these powers. Because he lives here. It's ruined mansion. The words you read from that book, what they do to me. And you can ask him to explain the power. So what was manifest that we just used? Use these words will induce a trance-like state. While in this state, time will pass in the blink of an eye. When it is over, you'll find yourself here. As always, I caution against overusing this. Selectively and strategically utilize it when you need it most. So my main thing on the pursuit board is from the collector. That's him. He's asked me to search for different relics around the world. I have found 4 out of 5 of them. As you can guess, probably, there are 5 areas in the world, each one with 1 relic. Every time I've brought him a relic, he's given me a power. Haste, atrophy, vanish, manifest. There's only 1 relic left to collect. And boy, oh boy, do I not know what he's gonna do when I give it to him. That's probably inefficient to keep those two next to each other, but whatever. Yes, I'm here to sell. Encyclopedia. We caught a many-eyed mackerel. Gill plates dotted with eyeballs, superfluous but scanning frantically. All eyes see right through you. Sell all my fish. Get my crab pot repaired. Now let's head to Devil's Spine. Facing roughly the right way. The game also really rewards you for checking out everything. Like all these little islands that aren't in the main area, there will be stuff on them. Dolphins! Yes! During the day, it's such a lovely little game. Okay, yeah, let's sail around these exterior islands just a bit. Oh. I don't know what these are for yet. Stone hums quietly. I can place my hand on it. It does not respond, so I've just been marking them. So when I figure it out, I can come back to them all. It's good to sail through all the little areas. But let's try to get to Devil's Spine before night. Whoa! Oh my god! That was so cool! I've never seen that before. Wow. Oh. The landscape has changed. This is the reason we have the volcanic trawl net now. Because this is certainly a volcanic area. Of all the different types, let's see. Volcanic, mangrove, Stellar Basin, Gale Cliffs. What were they? Stellar Basin had Abyssal and Hadal. Gale Cliffs had shallow coastal type stuff. A lot of crabs. Crabs are their own thing. They can only be caught with crab pots. So I heard about this statues. Someone talked to me about these. A fanatic wants me to light the statues. I need to light the statues. Apparently I can find find fathomless flames at shrines of the deep in the area. Whatever that means. Okay, wait, I gotta read this. The swarm of small creatures. The carving shows a swarm of small fish surrounding a boat. The ravenous children. Alone they are nothing. Together they summon her. Beneath these words, somebody is added. Do not let them grip you. Burn them away. The large eyeless beasts. The unseeing mother. When the starving cannot eat as she approaches. Beneath these words. Blind, but can hear her children. Avoid at all costs. The bubbling vent. The breath of salvation. It burns those that mean harm. Only the pure remain. Beneath these words. Protection. Follow the magma. Find them. What's great as well, none of this is passing time. This doesn't pass time. Any shipwrecks around here? An antique pocket watch. Droplets of sea spray cackle and seethe in the air around it. That's the last thing I'm looking for. I also know it because it's in this purple thing. Purple is all this aberrated stuff. You are drawn to it too, I see. It found me during my rite of proving as I scavenged for creatures of power. What's interesting about this as well, I have found all of the other relics in the sea. I've never gotten one from someone before. It sapped at my spirit when I first recovered it, but I came to appreciate its strange nourishment at the time. As will you. When the ritual is prepared, it will be yours to carry forward. That's why I have to do these statues. What's that scroll you're holding? I found it. At the end of my other life. It washed ashore, as all great gifts do. It took some time for me to decipher the runes. It speaks of an incomprehensible door, and those wretched, twisted fish that swam through. Their flesh is the closest thing to a key. Are there others that share your beliefs? There are pretenders, failures that make a mockery of the deep. I tried correcting their ways, but I soon saw that they had lost the path. I left them to their ceaseless hunger. Those are the guys around the world that I'm feeding all these fish to. That thing that we did for that hooded figure, I've done for at least one other. Alright, before I go to sleep, let me show you the last thing. Because sometimes you're not fishing for stuff, you're dredging for stuff. I've got a big dredger on my boat. Right there. You see the coil on the side? And the two like prongs that stick up from it? That's the dredger. This one, you move the arrow out of the way of the black cubes to dredge. If it hits a cube, it gets reset. So this is dredging. And this is all going to be cotton. You can see from the center of the thing I'm dredging in. Oh god, I'm being bad at this. The punishment, you're like, well, James, you're going to get it eventually. The longer I'm in here, the more time is passing. Got a research part. Okay, they're all cotton, but sometimes they can be a research part if that's really rare. But you see time continues to pass as I'm doing this. I can leave at any time as well. I don't have to empty the whole place. I just like to. So, sometimes you're dredging. Now, if I'm docked, I can press Y on anything to toss to the storage. I've got another research part. Also, you got the notification. Time is passing. I finished a book. Let's see what I got from it. Haggling and bartering. 5% increased sell prices and 5% reduced buy prices. A reasonably easy and light read. A lot of it makes sense. Makes me wonder how many times others have used these techniques to take advantage of me. That's funny. Now, toss another research part in there. This does not take any time. And I will sleep for the rest of the night. Let's continue to explore, shall we? Another type of dredging is to get trinkets. Nice. There's only one thing when you're dredging trinkets. But I need wood. I need wood desperately. So I will dredge up all of this. I thought I heard something coming. I don't like being in this area. I've not really spent time here before. This is scrap. I'm decently sure of it. Yeah, it's scrap. And I do not need any more scrap. Ooh, something here. Those seem bad. Then I got a mysterious thing. Okay, okay, yep. Definitely seems bad. Our friend, the traveling merchant. Thank goodness you're here. What did I get? My darling, I found you at last. When you left, I was scattered to the winds. But now, I feel almost whole again. There's just one thing left to do. Throw me back. This story has been evolving over these notes. Interesting. Let's go through them real quick. 6th of March. He sailed us out to the center of the stellar basin. We talked for hours. Gorgeous. He proposed. That's lovely. I know for a fact that the center of the stellar basin is a very creepy place to be, so I'm kind of curious if something happened to them. 20th of August. Morning, 2nd day of the honeymoon. They're married now. They're on a fishing boat. He renamed the boat Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony. Very cute. He took it very seriously. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. That's bad. Slight accident yesterday. He's checking over the notes from the renaming ceremony to make sure he didn't do it wrong. Never knew he was so superstitious. You've kept something with the name of the old boat on it. That's not good. 9th of September. Now he won't take me aboard when he's working. He recently installed some salvaging equipment, so he's going to pull some stuff up. Not ridden a few days. Some strange chill, which conspires to fog my brain. The fog is a big thing in the world. The fog is all the creepiness at night. It's called the fog. They hauled up drunk, eventually came up with a large wooden casket. He pried it open. Crimson cloth spilled out onto the deck. The crashing waves rose to my ears. I hear them still. He stared down into the open casket, then turned to me. In his eyes, I saw the void. Feels like years since I've been warm. Do not expect him to write. Just need to know he thinks of me from time to time. He must return. The vessel, S.Y. Grant Prize. Purchased a music box, has a letter J carved on the underside. Otherwise reasonable condition. Carved wood tribal mat, book piece set, jar of earth. One silver necklace being sold. Engraving for J, my shining star. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's talk to the merchant about this place. What is this place? Didn't go well for them. I can't imagine they built all this around an active volcano, so the volcano was supposed to become active sometime after they founded their city. I guess that the volcano caused them to leave or wipe them out, one way or another. All in all, it's pretty inhospitable. Not really sure why I come here. Fair enough. Let's just fish for the rest of the day. Make some cash. Armored sea robin. Cool. You get very efficient at stacking fish in the game. See, not too much time passed there because I have a very efficient fisher. Efficient fishing. Stock depleted, and it is nighttime. So let's head back here. Now, you can see how this could be easily mistaken for one of those things that goes bumping at night. Armored sea robin. Angular armored plates, sensory barbs under its body to help detect prey on the seabed. Cool. Let's sell my fish. And go to sleep. So I'm guessing those little fish that tried to gnaw onto me, I'm assuming that I have to draw them to the vents to burn them away, according to those passages on that thing. Okay, it scared it off, but it didn't kill it or anything. Good to know. Ooh, it's like all underwater. Oh dear. This is not good. Can I dredge safely here? I'm gonna try. Stone tablet. Ancient stone bearing a strange glyph. It's just the number 1. Maybe the trader at Little Marrow knows something about this. Why would he know about it? Why would I not ask the fanatic? Alright. What? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Good thing my ship is fast and I'm out sailing these guys. Abyssal. I don't have the equipment for abyssal fish right now. Cusk eel. Oh, someone I know wanted a cusk eel. No. Visit the trader. Figure in red wanted a cusk eel. On an island between Twisted Strand and Devil's Spine. Maybe it's just lightning in this area. Alright, let's try to go find that guy. That's the blind mother for sure. Easy. Alright, okay. Red figure. Which, by the way, I don't need this anymore. Because I completed his quest. There's nothing here? No way. For real? I doubt that. Come on. On this whole big island? No, no, here we go. Are you in red or purple? Yes, you wanted a cusk eel. I can deliver. Draws a ceremonial knife from their robe, slices into the fish, cutting out the heart. They place it on the stand in front of them. Bring down the sky. Sailfish. That's a big boy. Jeez. Okay, well, first of all, we're marking you. Second of all, what is a sailfish? What? Look at number 56. Oh, I don't want to catch that. Jesus. Snailfish, not a sailfish. I'm looking for a sailfish. That's a wreckfish. Is that a sailfish? Yeah, it's caught in the marrows. Well, luckily, that's where I'm going. And boom, as I said earlier, there's my lighthouse. Because I want to go back to talk to the trinket guy about this stone. I also want to get my crab pots and bring him over to Devil's Spine. I want to catch that weird looking crab. Oh, come on. We'll rest here for the night. Wood? Yes. This is Little Marrow. Show him the stone tablet. Turning it over in his hands. Remarkable. Yes, I do believe this is a fragment of a larger arrangement. Brings down a similar looking stone, albeit one covered with much more dust. Some years ago I acquired this other piece. Yeah, near Devil's Spine, I did. Well, I suspect there will be more out there. I'll hold on to this for now and study it further while you search for the other fragments. In the meantime, do you have any trinkets? I do. I don't like that you're holding on to this for me. That's alright. I'll sell you this bag of doubloons and these broken spectacles. Oh yeah, maybe. Suits. Find more tablets. I'm guessing 3. If I had to hazard a guess. Go back to the dry dock. Gonna put some of my new wood in here. Ugh, excuse me. Alright. Almost there. It's nice you can just leave these in here. So I need one more refined metal, which is the hardest resource to find. And $1,500, which actually is not too bad. I almost have that right now. I do have another research part though. Boom. New trawl net unlocked, but I'm not buying it, because what do I want? It's this one. After we're done with the volcanic area, I want this one. Because oceanic is basically everywhere that's not one of the main areas. So oceanic are all the fish out here as I'm sailing from place to place, and I can never catch them. Because I don't have something for it. And I'd love to, you know? Thread the needle. Ugh, a lumpy mackerel. Writhing mass of lumps twisting and pulling their way under the scales of their vessel. How long could it have lived like this? We've got all the aberrations of blue mackerel. Look at that. Gross. Just wanted to get all my crab pots going. Sell all my fish, and then go to the shipwright. She'll repair all my crab pots. So I'm looking for a sailfish. It's caught during the day, which is nice that it tells me that. And it's caught in the Marrows, which is where I am. Alright, it's almost night, so instead of venturing out right now, I'm just gonna sleep. Listen, it's 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. Work's over, alright? Oh, I should speak to the lighthouse keeper. I met someone last time I played that seems relevant to her. What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? Obviously a little exclamation point because I learned something from someone else. She shudders the very mention. You really asking me? After all this time, you know it must be returned. You have to move on. For her sake, as well as yours. Take control. Be rid of that thing once and for all. So all the backstory I'm learning from these different people is leading me to the conclusion of something was taken from the seed in the past. And it needs to be given back. And ever since, nothing's been quite right in this place. The old mayor went crazy. He ran out of town screaming, give it back. You have to throw it back. Oh. No, it's Oceanic. Ah, it is. Okay. We'll do it later then. Just go back to Double Spine. Hold on, one last thing. Alright, perfect. Sell my fish. Shipwright. I upgraded the ship a bit ago and I have one more engine spot. So, I'm gonna buy this. Jet drive engine. Boom. We are up to 85 knots. Look at that. You can feel that difference. I found that none of the bigger engines so far are as efficient as putting a jet drive engine in every single space. I just haven't been able to afford that so far. But I've been slowly filling up with jet drive engines. Go further out to this place. I think the biggest engine that I'm going to unlock though would be more efficient. But imagine, this is 85 knots. Imagine 14. You start the game with 14. And one time I got my hull damage in the place where my one engine was, and all of a sudden you can't sail anymore. And you're stuck going really slow. Whoa. What is this? Makeshift dock. Small structure sits on the island nearby an abandoned campfire. Examine the structure. Old stone structure is built around a statue. Statue has his arm raised towards the lighthouse at Devil's Spine. I didn't realize they had a lighthouse. Yeah, look at that. Whether it gestures in fear or praise, you cannot tell. Check campfire. Campfire is unremarkable. I wonder who would choose island such as this to make camp. A note is written on it. You put in your pocket to read later. Let's go read it. Is that note 2 of 2? 2 out of all 2 notes in the game. Close now. Nobody knows. Does he know? Desecrated temple. Forgive me. The only way he might understand. Must help him. Must stop him. And again, it's 4:30, so we'll go to sleep. Hey, I wake up and immediately start work at 6, alright? You can't blame me. Raining. Nice. So this is what I mean of these tiny little islands. They make it worth your while to check out. Ooh. A doubloon. A single doubloon. Oh. Something in here. It's just cotton. Don't need cotton. Alright, just to be safe, I'm a paranoid little guy. I have to. Whoa! I have to check the backside of this island. Let's check this out. A pale skate. One of the deepest living species of skate. It's thought to use hydrothermal vents as incubators for its egg cases. Wow. Look at that. Okay, cool. We're all good. I know I wasted a good chunk of my morning doing that, but I have to know. I can't come back. Now what I want to do while I'm here is put out some crab pots. As far as I understand, there's no problem with putting these all together. And just as time passes, they're slowly going to fill up. And because it's a new area I haven't been in, they're going to fill up a new species of crab. Nope. Serpentine mackerel. Aberration of snake lashes out with its teeth, its tail. A hissing rises from its mouth, and then from the water around you. Very cool. All right, well, I think it's been a while, and Gabe and Henry, I know you don't want the video to be too long, so I can leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're not Gabe and Henry, I hope you enjoyed as well. If you want to see more Dredge, let me know, and I can keep playing it. I'm gonna keep playing it in my spare time anyways, but it's a cool game. I thought about doing a full Let's Play of it, but I thought I'd rather play it on my own, and I think it makes sense. There's not always something happening. It's nice to relax and play it. But let me know if you guys liked it. In the meantime, I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you next time.